Hi students, today I am going to start a new chapter, synthetic fibers and plastics. What do you mean by fibers? Fibers are the fabrics in the clothes, which we have synthetic fibers as well as natural fibers. So in this chapter we will be more discussing about synthetic fibers. What are synthetic fibers? Synthetic fibers, other name for synthetic fibers is man-made fibers. Man-made fibers. So what do you mean by synthetic fibers? Synthetic fiber is made by human through chemical synthesis. I repeat, synthetic fibers is made by human through chemical synthesis. Example for synthetic fibers are rayon, polyesters, nylon and acrylics. I'll repeat. Examples for synthetic fibers are rayon, polyesters, nylon and acrylics. Okay. So what do you mean by natural fibers? Natural fibers are fibers produced from plants, animals and geological process. Okay. Natural fibers are fibers produced from plants, animals and geological process. Examples are wool, cotton, jute, etc. Examples for natural fibers are jute, wool, cotton, etc. Okay, student. What do you mean by polymers? What do you mean by polymer? Polymer is a substance or material consisting of very large molecule or macromolecule composed of many repeated units, which is known as monomers. Monomer is being repeated many times. Okay. Polymer is a substance or material consisting of very large molecule or macromolecules composed of many repeating subunits. Examples for polymers are polyvinyl chloride (PVC), polyethylene or polyethylene, and polyesters, etc. Natural polymers we can actually subdivide it into natural polymer as well as synthetic polymer. Natural polymers we have cellulose and starch, etc. Example for natural polymers. Okay students, next topic is types of synthetic fibers. I told the examples rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. So we just discuss what rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic is. So first one, rayon. Rayon is manufactured fiber made from natural sources such as wood and agricultural products such as cellulose fiber, etc. Rayon is also called as artificial silk as it has properties similar to that of silk. So the examples for rayons are viscose rayon, acetate rayon, cupro rayon, etc. Okay, next one is nylon. Nylon is a thermoplastic silky material. Okay, there are examples such as nylon 6, nylon 6,6. These are the important nylons. It has high tensile strength and it is used to make women's wear, and it's also used for making ropes. The next type of synthetic fiber is polyester. It's the first synthetic fiber. It does not wrinkle easily. It will not wrinkle easily. Terylene is a popular polyester. PET is a very familiar form of polyester used for making jars, bottles, wires, films, etc. The next type of synthetic fiber is acrylic. Acrylic is a transparent plastic with great strength, stiffness and optical clarity. Okay, it has great strength, stiffness and optical clarity. It has gained widespread use because of its ability to replace the glass. It has an ability to replace glass. Okay, it is used for both commercial purpose as well as personal uses. Advantages of synthetic fibers. See, synthetic fibers has many advantages over natural fibers. First one is, synthetic fiber do not depend either on an agricultural crop such as cotton, jute, or an animal farming as silk or wool do. Okay, synthetic fiber do not depend either on an agricultural crop such as cotton and jute or on animal farming such as silk and wool do. The second advantage of synthetic fiber. Fabrics made of synthetic fibers like polyester, nylon, etc. are easily heat set. Heat set means they retain the fold or pleat on them on ironing even after washing. That is, it is easy to maintain clothes made of synthetic fiber than made of natural fiber. So that is what I mean is, see, the fabrics made of synthetic fibers such as polyester, nylon are easily heat set. That is, they retain the fold or pleat on them on ironing even after washing. So it is easy to maintain the synthetic fibers. Third, synthetic fibers are much stronger and hence more durable than natural fibers. Synthetic fibers are much stronger and hence more durable than natural fibers. They dry easily and have faster colors. They dry easily and have faster colors. The fourth characteristic or fourth advantage of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are not, they don't easily react with moisture, chemicals or bacteria. Synthetic fibers do not react easily with moisture, bacteria or any chemicals. And the last advantage of synthetic fiber is they are generally cheaper than natural fibers. So, you know, the cotton fabrics and all, the clothes, pure cotton clothes or pure silk clothes are very expensive, whereas synthetic fiber made clothes are generally cheaper than that of natural fibers. So that are the advantages of synthetic fibers. Okay students, our next topic is disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers have the following disadvantages. Number one, clothes made of pure synthetic fibers are more lustrous. I will repeat the point. Clothes made of synthetic fibers are more lustrous. That means they shine a lot. Second one, synthetic fibers melt before burning. So they stick to the skin when in contact with flame, causing burns. Therefore, it's advised not to wear synthetic fiber clothes in kitchen and while using firecrackers, etc. I will repeat the point. Synthetic fiber melt before burning. So they stick to the skin when in contact with flame, causing burns. Therefore, it is not advised to wear synthetic fiber clothes in kitchen or while handling firecrackers. Third one, synthetic fibers are generally hydrophobic. That is, they repel moisture or sweat and do not absorb it. They do not allow enough circulation of air also. They do not allow enough circulation of air. So it is uncomfortable to wear synthetic clothes in summer. So it is uncomfortable to wear synthetic clothes in summer. Whereas natural fibers are hydrophilic. That is, they absorb moisture or sweat. So we feel more comfortable wearing natural fiber clothes during summer because it absorbs sweat. Okay, evaporation takes place. You feel the cool effect is being felt. So it will not be irritated in the summer. The fourth point. Some electrical charges accumulated on synthetic fiber, due to which they cling together as well as to skin. This electrical charge irritates the skin. Repeat it. Some electrical charges accumulate on synthetic fibers, due to which they cling together as well as to skin. The electrical charge irritates the skin. So these are the disadvantages of using synthetic fibers. So how you will compensate? You have seen some advantages of synthetic fibers, you have seen some disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Since clothes made of pure synthetic fibers are not comfortable to wear, such fibers are blended with natural fibers. These blends are called mixed fibers. Since clothes made of synthetic fibers are not comfortable to wear, such fibers are blended with natural fibers, and these blends are called mixed fiber. Example, terylene is blended with cotton, silk and wool. Terylene, we had talked about terylene when I taught you polyester. This terylene is blended with cotton, silk and wool to yield terry cotton, terry silk and terry wool respectively. This terylene is blended with cotton, silk and wool to yield terry cotton, terry silk and terry wool respectively. Okay, so now what happened when we use mixed fiber? So what is the advantage? Mixed fibers are less lustrous than synthetic fibers. They don't shine a lot. And mixed fibers are comfortable as they absorb sweat. Mixed fibers develop less electrical charge on them than synthetic fibers. And then mixed fibers are more durable than natural fibers. So it's advisable to use mixed fibers than synthetic fibers. Hi students, that was it for today's class. This is part 1. I'll be coming with part 2 soon. Until then, bye. Take care. Please subscribe and like. Namaste.